Yo, what's up with the YouTube? We back with another video. You got my boy Pooh Shiesty getting denied after the judge says he got enough evidence. You know what I'm saying? So word around town, you feel me? Like I said, for the most part, Pooh Shiesty got stuck in a deal with Gucci Man. Gucci Man pretty much made 25 million while Pooh Shiesty was in jail. Didn't get a dime, a penny, you know what I'm saying, up out of it. You feel me? So like I said, they had a business plan to link up at a studio. For the most part, y'all might have seen us pretty much get into that in the last video that we had about this situation. But like I said, for the most part, this is the next part, um, the more updated video. So like I said, for the most part, I guess the judge says that they got enough. I'm not even sure if they went to court. I guess it was a court date, but from word around town is, yeah, they said it's enough. They got enough evidence. You know what I'm saying? And Pooh Shiesty is denied a bond, from what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't want to speak too early about it because, like I said, this could be clickbait. I'm not gonna really say that because I've seen a few videos on it too. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, though, we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get into the video. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notice for more videos like this. Other than that, let's get into the video.
We're outside federal court here in downtown Dallas for an update on the case that involves the rapper known as Pooh Shiesty.
Hello?
Montrell Williams
How's it frozen? Bruh.
Jr. After about a 1-hour probable cause hearing in federal court in downtown Dallas, he has been ordered held. The judge deciding that yes, there is probable cause.
This is the first video today, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, be on the lookout for more, though. Y'all might be seeing this days later. You feel me? We do got more videos on the channel. We're gonna have a lot more dropping soon. Like I said, if y'all interested in more videos like this, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notice for more content like this. Let's get it.
The other rapper known as Gucci Mane to sign to get Pooh Shiesty, the other rapper, out of his contract, but the judge said the evidence is heavy that he was involved in this, that he does have.
Y'all got something to put in the air, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. Y'all know what time it is, man.
So at this point, Montrell Williams Jr. is being ordered held in federal custody.
To be honest, I might, you know what I'm saying? Might go and do that, say that for a longer video. I'm gonna say that for a longer video. We're gonna chill right now, this one. Like I said, I try not to get fried too like every stream, you know what I'm saying? Try not to get fried too much so I can kind of build my community. Like I said, we is 420 friendly here, so if y'all 420 friendly will definitely like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notice. Y'all will love it here. Y'all will love it here. You feel me? Like I said, we just getting warmed up, just getting our feet in the water, dipping our toes in, trying to see, you know what I'm saying, which end of the pool we gonna jump in at. You feel me?
Of detention pending trial. Motion of the government attorney pursuant to 18 U.S.C. 3142 F1, or I ain't gonna do the other one. So
let me see. Hold on. Damn, they did.
We're going to see what it says. It says part 2.
Yeah, go and read it for me.
Law as presumptions under 3142E. Reputable presumption arises under 18 U.S.C. 3142E2. And that goes on to say a whole bunch of things, and then it says reputable presumption arises under 18 U.S.C. 3142E3. Goes on to say conclusions regarding applicability of any presumption established above. The defendant has not introduced sufficient evidence to rebut or presumption above, and detention is
ordered. How did they be getting access to this shit so quick for? They got that shit quick as hell.
Sufficient to rebut the presumption. But after considering the presumption and the other factors discussed below, detention is warranted. So it says, after considering the factors set forth in 18 U.S.C. 3142 and the information presented at the detention hearing, the court concludes that the defendant must be detained pending trial because the government has proven by clear and convincing evidence that no condition or combination of conditions of release will reasonably assure the safety of any other person in the community by a preponderance of the evidence that no condition or combination of conditions of release will reasonably assure the defendant's appearance as required. And it says, in addition to any findings made on the record at the hearing, the reasons for detention include the following. Weight of the evidence against the defendant is strong, subject to lengthy period of incarceration if convicted, prior criminal history, participation in criminal activity while on probation, parole, or supervision, history of violence or use of weapons, history of alcohol or substance abuse. That's fascinating. Then it says other reasons or further explanation. Based on the credible evidence presented at the hearing, the court finds probable cause to believe that defendant committed the law violations alleged in the criminal complaint docket number 1. Thus, as alleged in the government's motion, this case is eligible for detention because it involves the use of firearms and alleges a crime of violence for which the maximum term of imprisonment is life. Again,
I'm pretty sure he knew that.
Conspiracy to commit kidnapping.
I'm pretty sure he knew that. You know what I'm saying?
And violent force by defendant.
That's a kidnapping charge.
Co-conspirators and co-actors against the purported victim. Defendant's criminal history includes conviction of a federal offense similarly involving the use of a firearm and violent criminal behavior, to which he was sentenced to and recently served a term of imprisonment. Indeed, he was still serving that term at the time of the instant offenses. At the time of the instant offenses, the defendant, who was released from a Bureau of Prisons (BOP) facility to home detention with location monitoring, location restrictions, and other conditions of release in lieu of a halfway house placement to complete his imprisonment term, which was to be followed by a term of supervised release imposed in his previous federal case. Per the oral report of the pretrial services officer, defendant also did not have permission to be in Dallas or the Northern District of Texas at the time of the instant offense. At the bottom, defendant violated the most
was he banned? He was banned from Dallas? What he was banned from Dallas for?
Of home detention, as well as those imposed by the sentencing court of conditions of supervised release in the judgment of conviction in his previous federal case.
Oh, well, he wasn't banned. Okay, now I'm tripping. He wasn't banned. He just wasn't allowed to be there because he was on house arrest. He was on parole.
Disposal are the same or similar to those defendant has already violated. The court finds that there is no condition or combination of the conditions the court can impose in this case which will reasonably assure defendant's appearance as required or the safety of the community or another person if released. Accordingly, the government's motion for detention document number 3 is granted. Defendant is ordered detained as set out below. Then it goes on to say the defendant is remanded to the custody of the Attorney General or to the Attorney General's designated representative for confinement in a corrections facility separate to the extent practicable from persons awaiting or serving sentences or being held in custody pending trial. The defendant must be afforded a reasonable opportunity for private consultation with defense counsel on order of a court of the United States or on request of an attorney for the government. The person in charge of the corrections facility must deliver the defendant to a United States Marshal for the purposes of an appearance in connection with the court proceeding, dated 4/8/2026. Hey, man, QR code, link in the description. Wednesday, that means spend day. Hit that QR code and tap that link in the description so you can start spending it today. We're going to put $5 in your account. That's free cash and Seti Nash. No better name in the game. We're like Jordan and Pippen. Peanut butter and jelly. Milk and cookies. You should be able to get yourself some like now. Jordan and Pippen.
He said Jordan and Pippen. Peanut butter, jelly, milk and cookies.
Well, you know what? You can tell somebody. Don't worry. But I'm letting y'all know, you can get paid just to play games. Hit that QR code and tap that link in the description. Free cash, Seti Nash. Let's get on with the content. All of that being included, yeah, they're going to hold him back. It was a shot in the dark if they was going to grant him bond anyways, which I believe the feds are going to do what the feds been doing and try to draft up more stuff, more shit to be said, a whole lot of things. So the same play that they did on Big 30 and the same play they did on Pooh Shiesty dad, and those two individuals are on their way to Dallas right now. But I find it fascinating that this man's lawyer came out and said this. I'm not going to interrupt or anything. It's a nice little 5-minute clip. So
apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt.
Damn, what the lawyer say?
I don't know if this is going to be possible. Where vibe coding meets drag and
roll it.
So we had a bond hearing today and a PC hearing today. I think that the relevant things that were said today that I thought were fascinating were that it took 3 months to build the case. And I think the reason for that was because the statements that were given on the evening that this occurred were very questionable. I think the way that the statements were made, what was made, what allegedly was witnessed and what wasn't witnessed, I think gave great pause to the FBI. The FBI doesn't take 3 months to arrest someone if they believe everything that was said on the night that it occurred.
I think eventually I'm gonna get it like a. That's I think probably once I get monetized or like around when I get monetized or when I get close to getting monetized, I'm gonna get like an editor. Cause I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that shit myself. I ain't gonna lie. I want like an actual professional. You feel me?
the guns were present.
They ain't got to be all
jewelry
professional,
was
but you know,
present.
at least somebody who know what they doing.
What we didn't hear today is there is no
I definitely don't know what I'm doing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They have no video of this alleged signing of a contract. They have no guns. They have no jewelry. They have none of that physical evidence. What they have is they have allegedly 5 individuals.
Yeah, we back in the algorithm. I see my videos back getting numbers now. You know what I'm saying? They putting me back, man. I'm doing my thing. My old videos still getting numbers. My old videos still going crazy from the 3rd. And it's like the 9th right now. I got videos from the 3rd, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th. You know, I see what they're talking about. Over time, these videos is going, you know what I'm saying? Some of them might not go up the, I had videos that took days to go up, you know what I'm saying? It took a couple hours within a day to go up. But like I said, some, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I was posting too much. I did see that that was a, they said you post too much, you know what I'm saying? It could. And like I said, I feel like they was having trouble keeping up with reviewing my videos. So before they just allow my videos to get pushed out to everybody's page, they have to review them first. They have to make sure, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't just putting out anything, you feel me? But for the most part, I think I'm seeing my, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting my aura back. I'm getting my aura back, you know what I'm saying? You heavy?
Sure, those are all things that are going to be, you know, flushed out. The fact is that he was allowed to be in certain areas at certain times. That really wasn't an argument for today. I wasn't really even going to make that argument. My main thrust of today was to really push on the evidence and see exactly what they had and when they had. How about this? How about the individual who wrote the complaint, who actually drafted the complaint, who was sitting in the courtroom, who's only been an FBI agent for 4 years, does not take the stand. They put someone else on to say what she wrote in her own complaint when she's sitting in the courtroom. And that's done quite often in gamesmanship because they don't want to put a woman on the stand and be measured by our legal team.
How far away is this from trial?
Oh, who knows? You know, we're going to get discovery. We'll take a look at their discovery. They're going to say it's ongoing. I mean, think about it. They had 3 months to get this stuff. They had 3 months to get warrants. They didn't get warrants that night. They didn't get warrants the next night. They didn't get warrants the next month. They didn't get warrants the month after. They waited 3 months to get warrants on whether or not there's guns, whether or not there's jewelry. How about their cell phones? How about the computers? That gives me great pause when I see a case that
they be so excited about telling these stories, gang. He's so into it right now. Like, what about this? What about this? What about this? And this? And this?
Can you say anything about the identity?
His ass locked in telling this story on, bro. He was ready. This nigga, he, you know what I'm saying, shined his head this morning, shined the shoes this morning before he left out. He made sure that tie was on correct. On, bro. And his man sitting next to it, he ain't do no research. He don't know what's going on. He just there to look good. Nigga just there to look good on, bro.
Or they're denying that they're giving statements to the government. I think that's unusual as well, because of what the government put forward today seems to.
He ready to go. He ready to go.
Listen, guys,
bro ain't do no homework before he came on this one. You know what I'm saying? He just standing there.
A case a couple of years ago in San Francisco on the Cash App murder case, and whenever I talk to individuals, whenever I talk to the media, I always say,
it's windy as fuck out there. Look at they pants, gang.
It's always a very windy
that shit look funny as hell.
We never know where things are going to take us. We got to look at the evidence as it comes in, and we'll see what's there. I'm just shocked that, you know, when they say there might be video out there, they don't have it. There might be this mystery contract, they don't have it. Oh, they were at Staples, you know, making copies. It's just a total guess. So, like, we're not here to guess. I'm here to look at the evidence, to weigh the evidence, and to make the best decision based on that evidence.
What your client just stays in detention until what?
Yeah, currently he'll stay in detention. We'll get discovery. We'll start going through that. There's going to be several motions that we're going to file, obviously, in the next couple of weeks, but that'll all come out. We'll get copies.
So did the feds even interview any of the people? Did the feds even interview any of the people yet? Any of the alleged victims? Or?
So my understanding is the FBI has, over the past 3 or 4 months, has interviewed none of the alleged victims, and allegedly they all have future dates to give statements. But I have no idea if that's true. We're basing it on what the agent said on the stand.
I ain't gonna lie, stories ain't about to add up at all.
To the federal authorities.
So RG never made a statement as of now?
Not to the FBI, but that evening it appears.
I mean, I'm about to say, I know some of them, they ass ain't about to make no statement. What they gonna make the statement for?
That evening, but since that evening has not given another statement. But the FBI said in the future they're all scheduled to give statements. So
Now, hey, y'all drop down below if y'all think Gucci Man gonna actually write a statement or write it. Like I said, he might write one, but let me know if y'all think he gonna write it as it went. You know what I'm saying? Because I think, like I said, that's
it says that somebody.
I think they're gonna leave bits and pieces out. You know what I'm saying? In the statement, they're gonna try to, you feel me? So
Gucci Mane actually
it don't look like he's snitching, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I heard. Hold on, but let me pause. I feel like I heard that he already wrote a statement. I'm not sure if it was from this video. Let me see. Hold on. Gucci Mane's statement just changed. Yeah, so from this video, it says he already wrote a statement, but I don't really, you know what I'm saying, think so. They didn't really show or say nothing about it yet. Like I said, we're not done with the video yet, so we're gonna continue to watching the video and see if he. I don't really think he did, but we're gonna see what's up with that. I'm pretty sure he just explained that they're not writing a statement until a future date, though.
Y'all alleged, I mean, Big 30 didn't have no guns, so you could have basically defended your client right there. And how did you know all of this stuff was going on?
Wait, who said Big 30? They said he didn't have a gun? I don't know. I heard he was blocking a door. So now I'm hearing a lot of different stories. So I heard Big 30 was the one blocking the door. And if he blocking the door with no gun, that kind of sounds a little crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, though,
and how did you know?
It's a bunch of different stories. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to get the mixing stories. I want to kind of keep one. You feel me?
Gucci Mane told him.
Now, let me see. Let me go back and make sure I heard that right.
Big 30 didn't have no guns, so you could have basically defended your client right there.
Nah, I mean,
how did you know?
I doubt Big 30 was in that bitch without a pipe. I ain't gonna lie to you. I doubt Big 30 was in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, strapless. You feel me?
All of this stuff was going on. Now, one would argue Gucci Mane told him. True indeed. But this one right here, this statement right here, basically says that if they talk to an investigator, that right there is where it says this person spoke to an investigator. Now, one could say Lil Buddy held it down and the investigators came and talked to him way later. So that's what that is. And I would go, oh, all right, cool. No issue, no problem, no harm, no foul. But here's where the W for Gucci comes out.
Whoa. What's
the
that?
W for yeah, we can see if it's a W. You know what I'm saying? Be W right now, and he might be cooked in a little.
There is no video.
Oh, wait.
The lawyer just said there is no video. There is no contract. Which means Pooh Shiesty still signed to Gucci Mane. Pooh Shiesty is still signed to Gucci as it stands today.
That was already known. So now, you can't, you know what I'm saying, rob a nigga out the damn and get caught and expect them to still go. Even if he did sign.
All my construction work.
Yeah, that was a forward second. You can't, you feel me?
That means
nigga made him sign that gunpoint, nigga. That shit ain't go on, bro. That shit ain't gonna get him off if he got caught for it.
Y'all ain't had no jewelry, y'all ain't had no contract, y'all ain't had no video, y'all ain't had no guns, y'all ain't had nothing. All y'all have is a violation, allegedly, that he wasn't supposed to be there. So if this goes to trial, the feds just gonna say, you know what, just violate him for violating his probation, and then Pooh Shiesty will be out later afterwards. That's it.
Wait, is that nah? Because that's not all the information they got, is it? Let me see.
Pooh Shiesty is still signed to Gucci as it stands today.
That don't mean nothing, though. That's Gucci being smart about nigga taking some more money from him and making more money when he goes back to jail. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't really think Gucci gonna write a statement declaring, like, actually stating now he booed out the they did this and that to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Gucci Mane gonna do that, but I think based on the evidence that they do got, I think they can kind of put two and two together without him having to do that. Is what I'm trying to say. But if they, you know what I'm saying, that blinded to the situation, you feel me? Like I said, I don't really know what evidence they looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is us on the outside looking in. You feel me? We not in the courtrooms and none of, we don't see none of that. You know what I'm saying? So this is us on the outside looking in. A lot of shit on the internet is kind of, you know what I'm saying, flipped and trying to make it sound good for the most part. But like I said, yeah, we gonna see, you know what I'm saying, how it look in the next couple weeks. You feel me? But I believe when I see it, you know what I'm saying?
Elbow tendonitis. When y'all been,
Free
drywall
both
and
of
stuff.
you know what I'm saying?
All my
Well, free
construction
all of
workers
them. You
know
know what I'm saying?
exactly
Real
what I'm
life, free
talking about.
all of them. You know what I'm
But
saying? I feel like that could have been something talked about though.
that
You
means,
know,
bro, there
they
is
definitely ain't
no
had their
dog
story
or
like that.
anything.
He got to think though, like
Y'all ain't
these
had
some
no
young,
jewelry, y'all ain't
some
had no
young
contract,
niggas.
y'all ain't had no
They
video, y'all ain't had no guns, y'all ain't
these
had
niggas will
nothing.
die about their respect, folks. You know what I'm
All
saying?
y'all
And if
have
you
is
playing
a
with 25
violation
million, it ain't
allegedly
just
that
you
he
playing with
wasn't
their money. You
supposed to
playing with
be there.
25
So
million.
if
That's
this
some shit
goes
that
to
they can
trial,
change
the
their life.
feds
You
can
know what I'm
just say, you
saying?
know what,
Like
just violate him for
he trying to
violating
help
his
his family.
probation, and then
Outside
Pooh
of him, he
Shiesty
might
be
be
out
straight. He might
later
not need the
afterwards.
25 M's
That's it.
himself, but his family do. You feel me?
And I
Like
keep saying this shit. Y'all, some of y'all don't understand the Sixth Amendment. The Sixth Amendment says you had a right to a speedy trial, meaning the feds, aka the government, can't hold you forever. I didn't know you. The fact that y'all would argue that is insane to me, but all right, because Bradford Cohen admits in that same thing, it's an ongoing active investigation, which means, bruh, let's hurry this shit up. So that's the part where I'm looking at it like, man, bruh, all you other cats who are in the comments, y'all speaking from emotion and not logic. This is an active investigation going on right now. And as it stands right now, it's too early to call Gucci Mane a snitch. It just is. Some
that's
of
what I
y'all
was
will
saying
hate that I
too.
said that.
That's what
and
I was saying too.
understand
You know what
that
I'm
part.
saying?
But one thing I can't do, I can't put it on him. I can't put it as a jacket just yet.
One thing they can't say is especially without a statement, is because it's like I said, with the evidence that they got, with the shit that's going around, it's kind of like I said, common sense. They get to a point where a lot of things is just common sense. You know what I'm saying? You put two and two together, and like I said, don't necessarily mean that that's what happened, but like I said, it's a high percent chance of it happening. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, for the most part, yeah, a lot of people, like he said, a lot of people do kind of speak on, you know what I'm saying, shit, but I kind of try to wait so I kind of, get a lot of pieces and shit. It got to make sense for me to believe. I don't believe anything I see on the internet, but if it does make sense, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying, you might have persuaded me a little bit, you feel me? But other than that, though, I kind of need, the facts. You know what I'm saying? Like he just said too, like I was saying not too long ago, this is all of us on the outside looking in. We don't really know what's going on for real. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely too early to say if he snitched or not. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they got a lot of evidence outside of Gucci Mane's statement, pretty much declaring that he was there. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be a business meeting. Contract was brought up, all that, you know what I'm saying? Guns was around, jewelry was stolen, and this and that. And the third, but like I said, for the most part, definitely too early to say if Gucci Mane actually snitched not until you kind of get, a few weeks, a few more months. I say until they go to trial.
If I ain't seen no statements, if I ain't seen shit,
right? You feel me?
whatever
Right? You
that
ain't
shit
seen
says,
shit. You know
whatever
what I'm
the
saying?
damn affidavit says, RD said this. Well, who did he say it to, and when did he say it?
Right.
Who did he say it to, and when did he say it?
That's what I be on. I be
Because it
trying to get
doesn't
the,
say
you
he
feel me?
told investigators. It just say he identified. Now it's 100% possible that Gucci Mane is a snitch. All I'm saying is just like when y'all try to get me to call other people rats and snitches and shit. What's the dude who used to be from the O and he moved to Arizona? He's a Christian. Y'all sat up there and gave me all type of information.
He used to be from the O and he moved to Arizona. He's a Christian. Who the fuck he talking about? He used to be from the O and he moved to Arizona. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck he talking about?
Hey, this boy's a snitch. This boy's a snitch. Put the jacket on him. He never even showed up to court. He never was a person who gave a statement. Another person was. So forgive me for saying it's too early to be calling cats snitches until we see written statements and all that shit. Now, trust me, if Gucci Mane is a snitch, I'm gonna rip him from head to toe. But right now, can't do it. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts. Listen, these two things are given away. We already selected two winners in the last video.
It's too early. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna be giving these away at 300K. It's gonna be the last giveaway. Make sure you are subscribed. That means you like every video, comment on every video, and share every video. If you want to help spread,
I'm gonna give my boy, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I think I already liked the video. Y'all already liked the video. I'm gonna subscribe for more content. Like I said,
TJ, he ain't even know where to click.
Y'all do the same. Like, comment, subscribe for more content, more videos like this. Like I said, this is the second part. We do have a video previous to this that we just dropped early this morning, about how Gucci Mane made $25 million off Pooh Shiesty while he was in jail. So. Now, other than that, though, check that video out as well. Like, so we got a lot more videos out already within this type of, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, we're going to have a lot more videos dropping soon. We only, 2 weeks in dropping content consistently on YouTube. 2 weeks in, you know what I'm saying? I say give it a couple more months from now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna really be locked. Other than that, like I said, if y'all made it this far in the video, y'all enjoyed the content, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notice. We out.